Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a video. It's gonna be a comparison between two different Keppi benches and also Merrick's bench. I just recently purchased a second Keppi bench. It's just with a little bit different option. I was looking for like a good video YouTube review, but I couldn't find one. So I figured I'll just make one for you guys if somebody's actually looking for one. And we'll do like a side-by-side comparison. I'll do the best I can. I don't do this often. So if it's gonna look a little amateurish, please bear with me and thank you. So let's do this. Let me switch the camera. Okay, so this is a bench I just bought, which is, as you see, Keppi bench 3000 max. This is the second one, okay, and this one is Keppi bench 1000 Pro, and this is your Merrick's. So obviously, when you see the bench on the right, on the left, I'm sorry, on the right, is they both have leg attachments for curls and extensions, and you can also do a preacher curl. This one's got a, as you see, a little bar on the chain. I technically don't use it, but I just installed it for this video. And this one has got a more like a metal bar. You kind of fix it right here on that little part, and then you can do your preacher curls. All right, let me remove the camera from the tripod. Okay. All right. So first of all, nothing against Merrick's. This is I had a different Merrick's also before, which was way more sturdy. It was actually much better. This one is a little bit flimsy. As you see, the adjustable mechanism, it's you just kind of raise it up, and then you manually, technically push it down. And as you see, it slides into the position, and that's how you can set it up as far as if you want to incline, decline, or different angles. Couple times when I moved it around, this thing did not sit at that wedge over there, and actually when I laid on the bench, it slipped and I fell to the back, which I bumped my head pretty hard at one time, because as you know, if you got a lot of equipment in the gym, you're gonna hit something. Also, when you look here, this seat also goes up, so you just have a little, what do you call it? You just use technically a pin, and you can raise the seat a little bit. If you'd compare, you see this one, Merrick's, sticks out a little bit further than a regular bench, because that's how the feet are technically positioned forward, versus Keppi. It's got this little T situation going on. And like I said, it's Keppi's got and just to compare the width and all, so the Merrick's and Keppi. So Keppi advertised that this is an extra wide preacher curl pad. Well, they're technically the same. But if you look at the back, let me see, comparison. How it's mounted, so technically you have one bar, and this one comes actually with a larger plate, and the pad comes separate. Then you mount the bracket, and then you mount this shaft that goes into the, what do you call it, that goes into the place right here. The bench 3000 max instruction manual, it's actually pretty nice. There's not that many parts to assemble, but they did a really good job. Like a lot of things, when you get the manual, it's pretty poor. It's done just like on a cheap piece of paper. This is actually a nice booklet that comes in. What do you have to assemble? So you technically get this one section, you assemble it to the body, then you assemble the top pad, the seat pad. Like I said, this already comes assembled. Then you attach this section, the bottom and the feet, and then you gotta screw this together and attach 2-inch. It's like an adapter, right? So this one comes with, it's got like a thinner 1-inch shaft that where you put the plates in, and then you get like an insert you slide on top of it, and you lock it in with an Allen screw that takes in 2 inches Olympic weight sets. Now, originally, so I bought the Keppi bench. That was the first Keppi, and as you see, everything is the same. The mechanism for raising the seat, like it actually, let me show it to you closely. It's very nice. Like for a bench, you have nice indicators at what angle you are. It's a nice finish. There are the wheels over here. And I gotta say that the bench it's very heavy and it's super sturdy. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull the pin. I don't know if you're gonna be. I'm gonna put this on the ground. Pull the pin and raise the backrest. So as you see, it's super nice. Thick gauge. You got these. So people when it comes to the complaint, people complain about these sometimes rubber feet falling off. This is the thing. Just get a Gorilla Glue or just get a silicone or anything. Put some in there, put it on, and it's not gonna go anywhere. There's nothing to complain. It happens to all of them. I lost mine for the Merax too. And it is what it is. It's what do you call it? All this thing comes pre-assembled, so these are already on. Like you see the stickers. The finish of the pad is very nice. And when you exercise on it, it feels super sturdy. It doesn't move. Like I said, it feels very heavy. There is same thing as with this one. You receive this attachment. Okay, like this. And then from where I remember, so this attachment is for this one if you want to remove the leg extension part, where you can, put it in here, and then you can just, obviously you're gonna put it in deeper, and then you can lift the bench and let's say roll it to a different location. Even if you see like on the side of the feet, it says Keppi right here. All these knobs are actually, like I said, they're pretty nice. When you look at what I actually love about this one, so let's say the way you move these pads is technically, you have a plastic knob. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know how long these will last, but this plastic knob has got like a metal screw in it. You can loosen it up, and depends on your height and comfort, you technically move this in and out where you find the right spot for you. For this pad, same thing as for this pad, right? That's for your leg curls. Same thing, you have this pad and you can loosen it up and you can move it up and down. The mechanism, which, so over here, there's a, I'm not sure if it's a bearing, it looks like a bearing inside. So right away I noticed it doesn't move, so it's got a very nice and fluid motion, very smooth. The attachment for this bar, oh, my fingers were up before lens, in front of the lens. It's technically, it mounts right here, and then also mounts on the bottom. Now, this is what I gotta give it to the engineers at Keppi, is that they give you two knobs, okay, that keep the leg in arm extension section, and then you have another knob on the bottom, and these you can remove fairly quick. So let's do this. I'm gonna pull out this 25-pound plate. All right. By the way, this bar, also what I like, you can leave it or you just have a chain. Let me see, this is a one-hand operation. Could be a little difficult, so let's do this. I'm gonna flip the camera, put on the couch. All right. So we're gonna remove this. So now, as you see, technically nothing's dangling. So if you don't use your arms, you're pretty much good to go. Let me see something. And when it comes to the attachment for the arm, you just put it here. There's a knob. Let me see the couch. All right. So there's a knob over here. You just unscrew it. Okay, you can slide it to wherever you want. Find a hole. And technically, you can mount this anywhere. And if it's too long for you, all you gotta do is change the clip, make it shorter, like so, and you're good to go. And then technically, you got your curling system going on. Now, for example, if you want to do like a dumbbell, instead of using this, and these pads are in the way, all you got to do is, like I said, unscrew these knobs, and this comes off very easy, like so. And just to show you the way it kind of mounts is there's this you have these two sides that are coming out. See, like on the bottom you have literally like just a regular metal bar that goes through. Over here you got these two edges, and these two edges technically keep this pad from going to the side or sliding. Okay. So, for example, so let's, I'm gonna remove this pad. Oh, now I forgot I already secured it. So like you see, it's even got a pretty nice pad. This is the metal part. This is the plastic part, but the ones that hold these. That you make adjustments for the seat and for the seat and the backrest are made out of aluminum, so they're actually much nicer material. All right. So let's put this away. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna remove this bottom section. So let me see. Let's remove the red one first. Sometimes if you want to move bench, or for example, if you're not gonna do your legs or arms, it'll be nice just to remove that front section. And since, like I said, since this is pretty easy, you could see everything is brand new because it's super tight. Or how our German friends would say, guten tight. All right. This will loosen up with a couple times. Yeah, I got a message. All right. Go, Marty. Go, go. All right. Almost there. Okay, so now we can just remove this section and technically put it away. All right, so this is your arm, well, technically bicep and leg attachment to pull out. So now you are left with nothing but just a regular bench, if this is what you want. And technically, if you're gonna look at those two benches, to me, it's the only difference that I see. I don't know, it looks like just the seat is a little bit bigger on this one, but everything else, like I said, I mean, the back, this is similar. So, and obviously, the front it's much different. And now you have this, like I said, you have this opening here, and this opening is technically for that one. So it just makes this bench easier to, if you want to move it, but you technically don't need it. You can just lift it up yourself. Where this one that didn't come with the leg attachment, you have a nice nice handle over here right in the front. Now, when it comes to Merax, is like I said, it's not as a sturdy bench. It's like I said, it feels like it's about maybe 1/3 of the weight. You know, the mechanism as this raises, like I said, you know, you have long screws over here that holds to a tube. That mechanism for the incline adjustment, it's a little bit iffy. Very basic mounting here. I've never felt like you will, like that you can, what do you call it, that's gonna go a little bit to the side or and whatnot, because as you see, it's got a pretty wide stance in the back and the front. So it feels pretty balanced. Now, I'm using one of the pads for something else, but technically for you to remove the pads or move the pads, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, is I just slide these out, and then let's say I can put it here for leg extension. So as you see, this right here, there's no adjustments. You technically only have one, versus for the back, for the legs extension, you can this is what I use. If you're shorter, you can technically use this one. Okay, and so that makes it pretty easy. You just kind of slide out the pads. Occasionally, you know, they do slide out a little bit when I work out, so all I gotta do is just, you know, hold one hand and push it with the other and make the adjustments. When it comes to the preacher, like I said, it's technically same thing you have, which is a knob. Like I said, I mean, you can tell the gauge of the steel. It's not as thick as from Keppi. This is the mechanism that technically holds the leg attachment. It's I mean, I don't know what else to say. You see, there's a lot of movement. It still, look, you can still do your workout that way, but it's sometimes it's all over the place. So you're technically just, when you have a lot of weights, you know, you'll balance it, but it doesn't feel as sturdy as Keppi, and it's just you know, in all honesty, and it's Keppi, it's more expensive. I didn't actually check the price on this one. I'm guessing it's gonna be in a price range of 200 nowadays. I actually had it for a long time. The Bench 3000 Max was actually $300 and it was on sale from $500. And the Bench 1000 Pro, the regular price is $300, which is technically what I paid for this one, except it's got a leg attachment, but it's on sale for $270. So, you know, so the question is that technically this bench, and like I said, and the only thing what I don't like about it, and I don't have it because like I said, sometimes I just need a bench. I don't need, you know, I wish, and this is the reason why I got this one, is because all this leg attachment, you know, it's in my way. So I just bought technically a bench that doesn't have any attachments to it. But I was actually, I was so impressed with just the quality and how, you know, how nice it is. The finishes are nice. It's super sturdy. Then I figured I'm gonna get one with a leg attachment and see if the leg attachments actually it feels much sturdier, and it's a better design at a little bit higher cost, which technically it is. It feels very, like I said, everything just feels super smooth. And same thing is like, even if you want to keep your leg attachment and you know you want to add preacher curl, you know what, you just hook up the chain and you're good to go. Where versus this one, the reason why I don't have it is because you have a screw with a nylon nut. So that means technically once you install it, it's a pain in the ass to actually remove it. And, you know, and then it's like, what do you call it? If you want to do legs and this thing is going to be dangling over here, you know, that's not an ideal situation. So it would be nice, you know, that actually they did maybe a butterfly or something else to kind of keep it secure. So look, I don't want to, like, I wouldn't want to do my legs with this thing hanging like this. Doesn't matter if it's a leg curl, leg extension, or whatnot. Just to do the arms, or if they actually, like I said, you would have to change something where you could remove this easily. It's just a hustle, right? I mean, and I got enough equipment for doing, you know, other arm workouts, but it would be a nice addition or a nice option if this would be quick removal, like Keppi did. So overall, the Bench 3000 Max, would I want to pay $500 for it? Probably not. There's a lot of options there, but you actually get a really nice quality equipment from them. So it really depends. I think at $300, definitely yes, it's worth it. Like I said, the leg attachments, like once you put everything together, you see it's much nicely designed. Eventually, I'm sure, you know, if you do heavy leg workouts, you know, some of it might loosen up a bit. It's $300, right? It's not a $2,000, you know, bench that you can find at, you know, your local gym. So I think, you know, I'm fine with that. So like I said, for $300, if I had a choice right now, this one is perfect. I forgot, I'm not sure, because I think when I got this one, it might have been like a before New Year's and whatnot. But what do you call it? I would have to check the price, but I don't know if I didn't buy it for like $250 maybe even. So I think, you know, it's, look, I'm happy with this one and I'm super happy with that one. The Merax I'm gonna sell just to get rid of it, because technically I don't need 3 benches. And like I said, this was the first bench that I had from Merax was actually also very nice and sturdy. It wasn't as sturdy as Keppi, but for what it is, it's like if you don't have a lot of money and you're starting just a basic gym, I think it's a nice addition. If you got an extra, if you got some extra dough, I would definitely go with the bench 3000 max. Or if you're looking for just a simple bench, and technically when you're thinking about it, it's this is 300 on sale, this is 270, and you get a lot of extra stuff with this one, so I think it's a no-brainer. But if this one will be at 250, maybe lower, and you don't need the leg attachment and whatnot, I would still go with this one. Like I said, it's a really nice bench, nice finishes, it's nice design. To assemble it together, like I said, it takes about a half an hour. It comes with everything separated, some bolts, you got all the wrenches, all the Allens you need. So I always go for my power tools, but I actually didn't have to do anything. I just used whatever it was in the pocket, made it quick. They pack it pretty well. They zip tie, the stuff from technically the body of it, so it doesn't move or bang. I had no dents, but even if I had a dent or a little scratch, I don't care. It's a gym, right? It's not a Ferrari. So like I said, I mean, if you have $300, I would definitely buy this. And I think Keppi did a really good job on, designing this and just creating a really nice, pretty bench for your gym. Merax, I have their adjustable dumbbells, and I had this bench for a couple years. It still works. Yeah, it's loose and this and that, and like I said, I mean, it is what it is, but it functions and it does what it's supposed to. And their other equipment, like I said, the adjustable dumbbells are super nice. I've had them for like a couple of years now. I had no problems, nothing breaks. I know some other brands, I hear that things are falling on their head. I've never had that issue. So Merax, I think it's also a good company. And like I said, their different benches are just much better built. But this particular one, I guess it was cheap, it was cheaper. So technically, you get what you pay for, right? So like, that's technically, you're not gonna expect $300 worth, like a sturdy bench for, I forgot what it was, but on a cheaper budget. All right, guys, so thank you for watching. If I butchered the video somewhat, I apologize. There's gonna be a little bit of my finger for a minute or two. And I don't know about the lighting, but hopefully it's an informative video. And thanks a lot for watching. See you guys.